Hi, we're having a conversation with Mojca Kucler Dolinar. She was a member of parliament at Slovenia in 2004 until 2008, and she was also a minister of education in 2007. And I wonder, what is the nature of the changes in education in Slovenia?
The process of higher education reform in Slovenia, in my country, as is in other European countries and some non-European countries, is based on so-called Bologna principles. So the aim is to harmonize the status and ensure compatibility between higher education, vocation education, university studies. So higher education in Slovenia is growing rapidly, mainly for two reasons. First, the number of students has more than doubled since 1991. And second, about 70% of generation decide to continue studying on higher education institutions. This very encouraging data also pose a challenge how to encourage these students to finish their studies or on faculty on higher education institution and do that in the shortest possible time.
And in political terms, what have been the most important challenges?
Our higher education space, we want to make it open and competitive, and also related to the students and to the student. I convinced that we should create, as I mentioned, an open and competitive higher education space to guarantee free movement and also to improve the employment rate. And I think that one of most important goals in our higher education institutions should be student-centered system. It was or it is something new for our teaching system. Institutions are very slowly moving away from a system of teacher-driven provision and towards to student-centered learning system. This reform is a chance to respond to the growing variety of students' needs, and it will enable students to become the focal point of the studying system. And of course, it is a challenge for the politics, for the academic sphere, and society as a whole.
Yes. How does this reform relate to freedom?
We all know that creation of the personality of young people or of students is influenced from different things, from family, also friends, society, but the education is crucial. I'm sure, I'm convinced on that. And for a long time, universities have been environment or space for free market ideas, or they had to be the place. Of course, many higher education institutions still underestimate the potential benefits of sharing knowledge and the free market or business idea. This lack of openness with the free market is also seen in this career. So the ideas of liberty, of freedom, would not be only shared through the formal education system. Also through informal education as think tank groups or through the different conference, seminars, also the conference as we are here. And really thank you and congratulations for this opportunity to be in Guatemala and to share all those ideas and knowledge and good practice with experienced and very recognized people.
Thank you, but I'm tempted to do another question. And it is, what are the key elements to be aware of when you are about to begin with a reform?
Okay, we start this reform in Slovenia, started in 1991. So the Slovenia became independent in 1990, and there in 1993 the first Higher Education Act was adopted. So through this we have many legislative
the Congress or the legislative
changes,
content?
Yes, for reconstructing the universities, educational system, and also that we can establish private university or faculties or higher education institutions. So this was the main and focal point for developing the higher education system.
Well, thank you very much for sharing these ideas with us, and thank you too.